Hello students, today we are going to look at OWASP. So OWASP is an international standard that is used for web application security vulnerabilities. OWASP stands for Open Web Worldwide Application Security Project, which is a non-profit foundation dedicated to improving software security. So it's an open community model, which means that anyone can participate and contribute to OWASP related online chats, projects, and there are many more activities. So it contains everything from online tools to videos, forums, events. So basically, OWASP ensures that its offering remains free and easily accessible throughout the world from its website. So looking at what is OWASP Top 10. So OWASP provides top 10 ranking of vulnerabilities that are related to web application security risk. So why is OWASP only important for ranking of vulnerabilities? Since OWASP is an open community and has contributors across the globe, so the risks are ranked according to the frequency of discovered security defects, the severity of uncovered vulnerabilities, and the magnitude of their potential impact. So this helps everyone around the globe to look at what is the most serious vulnerability related to web applications and how to secure against those vulnerabilities. Moving forward, so why OWASP Top 10 is important? So OWASP has maintained its Top 10 list since 2003, which gets updated every 2 or 3 years in accordance to any advancements and changes in the AppSec market. So auditors are the people who actually are hired as a third party to audit a particular website by a company or a vendor. So auditors view the any organization's failures to address the OWASP Top 10 as an indication that it may be falling short on other compliance standards as well. So it is promoted nowadays that the top 10 security vulnerabilities mitigation measures should be included into the SDLC life cycle itself, so that the best practices for secure code development are followed, and there will be no such threats and vulnerabilities in the web applications developed if you're taking the security standards into confidence when you're writing your code. Moving forward to the OWASP Top 10 ranking. So the current version of OWASP Top 10 was released in 2021. Before that, it was done in 2017. So this diagram basically depicts the comparison between how has the vulnerability shifted in positions. Okay, so you can see that the ranking changes, the vulnerabilities may go down into certain positions or may rise up based on the security incidences happening in the gap of this period, that is in between 2017 to 2021. So they may go up or down into the top 10 list. So going deeper into what is OWASP Top 10 vulnerabilities, looking into each of the vulnerabilities, will quickly go to the OWASP website, the official website of OWASP. So let's go there and look at the vulnerabilities. So this is the official website of OWASP, that is owasp.org. Okay, so I have directly gone to the OWASP Top 10 list that was released in 2021. Okay, so this is the same diagram I have referred in my PPTs, that is taken from owasp.org itself. So now looking at each and every vulnerability in detail, let us start with broken access control. Okay, so this has moved up from the fifth position to the category with the most serious web application security risk. Now, how does this movement in positions occur? Basically, it is on the basis of the survey taken on the CWEs or CVEs or CVSS. So these are all the uh, international standards that are accepted worldwide for the ranking of vulnerabilities. So CWE stands for Common Weakness Enumeration. So according to that, the incidences occurred of broken access control were far greater. That is why it has moved from the fifth position to the first position. Okay. Now, what do we mean by access control is basically to every system there's an access right given. There are different types of users. There may be an admin user, there may be a normal user, and different levels of priorities are given and the access is given. So if that is compromised, that is falls under the category of broken access control. Let's take a quick example. So an application, for example, allows a primary key to be changed. When this key is changed to another user's record, that user's account can be viewed or modified. Okay, so this is an example of broken access control. What can be a solution if this happens? So an interactive application security testing solution that is called as IAST is a solution. So you need to go and do a penetration testing on the software using any of such tools, and you can look at the health of your code. The second is the cryptographic failures. Okay, so what is cryptographic failures is, as the name suggests, initially it was called as sensitive data exposure, but now it has been renamed as cryptographic failures. So according to the cryptographic algorithms that are used while you're writing your codes, if they are weak or they are not programmed efficiently, it can lead to a sensitive data exposure. That is either a password leakage or the uh, access of sensitive information getting displayed. Example of such can be a financial institution fails to adequately protect its sensitive data and becomes an easy target for credit card fraud and identity theft. So this can be an example of cryptographic failures that the sensitive data gets leaked. The third is injection. So injection slides down to the third position. 94% of the applications were tested for some form of injection with a maximum incidence rate of 19%. Okay, so this is all the statistics according to OWASP. And cross-site scripting, which was an independent vulnerability in 2017, now merges with injection. So cross-site scripting is now a part of injection as a vulnerability. So what is a code injection? So it basically occurs when invalid data is sent by an attacker into a web application in order to make the application do something it was not designed to do. That is an example of injection. Next is fourth is insecure design. So it's a new category that has been added in 2021. So what it focuses on risk related to design flaws. So as organization continues to shift left, threat modeling, secure design patterns and principles and reference architectures are not enough. Okay, so let's take a quick example for insecure design. So a movie theater chair that always allows group booking discounts requires a deposit for groups of more than 15 people. Attackers threat model this flow to see if they can book hundreds of seats across various theaters in chain, thereby causing thousands of dollars in lost income. So this is one such example. Moving forward is security misconfiguration. So most of the vulnerabilities occur because of misconfiguration of the devices that are present in your network. So like devices on their default password not changed can be easily attacked. The sixth is vulnerable and outdated components. So in a network infrastructure, if there are certain components which are outdated or the operating systems whose patches are not available right now, but still there are certain systems in the infrastructure that can act as a weak point through which the attackers can enter your infrastructure. Next is seventh, identification and authentication failures. So it was previously called as broken authentication, but it has been renamed right now. So what is this all about? Specific functions related to authentication and session management, when they are implemented incorrectly, it may allow attackers to compromise passwords, keywords, and sessions, which can lead to stolen user identities and many more things. The eighth one is software and data integrity failures. Okay, so this is an example of insecure deserialization. So it is a flaw that allows an attacker to remotely execute code in the system. So an example can be an application deserializes attacks supplied hostile objects operating itself to vulnerability. So that is related to software and data integrity failures. Next is security logging and monitoring failures. So these systems are currently logged and monitored. So if there is a monitoring failure, that can lead to a vulnerability into the system. An example, let us quote an example to understand it better. So there are different events that can be audited, like logins, failed logins, and other component activities leading to a vulnerable application. So continuous auditing and monitoring of systems is a key to protect against security threats. The last one is server-side request forgery. So this allows an attacker to make the application send a crafted request to an unexpected destination. Even when the system is protected by a firewall or a VPN or some additional network access controls, the severity and incidences of SSRF attack are increasing due to the cloud services and the increased complexity of architectures. So this is quite a difficult kind of an attack to actually perform, but yes, this finds a place into the OWASP top 10. Thank you so much.